Ooh, I'm stepping on stuff. No, no, no. Oh, good. This is the sound check. Your only job is to tell me if we hear that terrible crackling sound. I'm watching an ad to be in my own live stream. Mr. Buck, what's up? Mr. Buck, your job is to please tell me if we hear that terrible crackling noise that sometimes my mic makes when it's not connected quite right. How goes it in Australia? What's the weather like? That's what I want to know. Hot! Mr. Prime! Too alarming now to talk about. Take your pictures down and shake it out. Truth or consequence, say it aloud. Mr. Katowski, use that evidence, race it around. There goes my hero, watch him as he goes. Okay, Pat. Hello in Brazil. There goes my hero, he's ordinary. New Zealand. I think I knew that, Alan. Chris Katowski, I have a video coming out for you tomorrow. I was like, should I even make this video? And I said, I know Chris Katowski's gonna like it, so I decided to continue along with it. Don't the best of them bleed it out, while the rest of them peter out? What's up, Patrick? Truth or consequence, say it aloud. Use that evidence, race it around. There goes my hero, watch him as he goes. There goes my hero, he's ordinary. This one never goes well. I don't ever know how to sing the chorus. No place to figure it out like here, right? What's up, Miguel? How is everyone doing on this Sunday? Thanks, David. Raise your hand if you already got your Christmas tree. Our Christmas tree tends to go up the day after Thanksgiving and go down right, because you're in Australia, Mr. Buck, right? Right on, Patrick. Ours tends to go down shortly before Valentine's Day. What's up, Alan Richards? How are you? Restless souls, enjoy your youth, like Muhammad, it's the truth. Thanks, Miguel. Can it escape from the common rule? Aaron. You guys are up. That's what's up. Wonderful Turkey Day. We didn't do the traveling this year. Well, we went 4 doors up the street. And I got to sample a cuisine I'd never sampled before. It was entitled Beef Ball. Yeah, I don't know any Alice in Chains. I'm making a list of all the songs like I either know how to play or would like to know how to play. And not, you know, kind of the sitting, what's up, Archer? To sit down and say, okay, I'm going to do this now, because that never works. You can never think of stuff, which is why I'm making a list, so like when, you know, things like this happen, I'll just have a nice list, and there isn't a single Alice in Chains song. What's up, JB? On my list, and there should be. So thank you for the reminder. Aaron, who are we on? Small mic table? Small mic table. Since just 2 got so crowded I can't make room. Where did they come from? Stole my room. Oh right, the beef ball. And you dare say it belongs to you. This is not for you. Not for you. Never was for you. Sophie, you made it. And James, hello. I just love seeing the names I recognize, which is, I think, everyone here right now. That's really incredible. I also love seeing the names I don't recognize. But Beef Ball was indeed. What's up, David? Hello in Scotland. It's a pleasure. What's up, Josh? A fellow DT guy. Oh, that's all right, Sophie. Sweet dreams to you. Thanks for saying hey. Have a great Monday there, Mr. Buck. Jason Moore. Hello. Tyler Johnson Productions. I'm well. How are you? This is not for you, Oscar. I think I skipped a verse. Anyways, the beef ball was indeed. Snowy Canada, Sean. Whereabouts in Canada, Mr. Simpson? The beef ball was indeed made of beef, and it was indeed a ball, so no false advertising there. We'll just skip to wherever it happens. All that sacred comes from youth. Well, welcome, Jock. West of Toronto. Oh, we're gonna have to come in. Naive and true, Rob. With no power, nothing to do. I still remember. Why don't you? This is not for you. This is not for you. So west of, I just feel like 3/4 of the song is good enough in these situations. West of Toronto, do you know where Don Mills, Ontario is, Mr. I'm sorry, who am I talking to? West of Toronto. Sean, do you know where Don Mills, Ontario is, Sean? Who else didn't I say hi to? Kotai83. Hello to you in France. It's an honor to be making noise in France right now. Although I lived in Don Mills for ages, so I can't play Why Go. That's not on my list. I haven't even done a video on that yet, so I haven't even forgotten how to play Why Go yet. I went to Texas, Aaron, when I was driving here to Pennsylvania from. I got to do more Rage Against the Machine. That is absolutely on my list of things to want to do. Well, thank you, James. Thank you, James Hilton, very much. Shoot, now I'm having three. This happens. I'm having 3 conversations. Okay, I lived in Don Mills, Ontario, ages 7 and 8. That was a fun time. I went through Texas, and it was the windiest place I've ever been in my entire life when we drove from San Francisco to Philadelphia. That was a windy time, and And G, that's it. Let's see what else. What do we want to talk about this evening? I'm gonna keep playing until someone asks a titillating question here that we can dive deep into. Man, we got to do Rage Against the Machine. That's gonna be it. We got to do more. I enjoyed the, I enjoyed that very much. We got to do more of those guys. We got to do more of everything. What we need to do is put out. Oh, that's awesome, James. Thank you. Ouch! I do have to do Outshine. You're absolutely right, and I will. I don't. I need a kazoo for that one. That's what we're doing. That is what we're doing. Oh no, where is my kazoo? It's in my. I know where it is. I organized, so now I don't know where anything is, of course. I will, Adrenaline, and I will do both more of those things. We do need more pumpkins. I got a new toy that I was kind of waiting for this new toy, and then I did get this new toy, which I was sort of a surprise, and it will let me do more pumpkins. I appreciate that, Adrenaline. All right, what is that? I'm not watching your comments right now. I'm looking at the I'll catch up. I've never done this before. I have no idea how this is going to go. See, I don't know how this one goes. That was a really good start, though. That's all I got. I'm going to add that to my list. There. Oh, thanks, Jason. I appreciate that. I love that. I love that song very much. Who was John Popper? Does he have anything to do with John Rocker? Is he an angry closing pitcher for the 1997 Braves or whatever? My mom called. Sorry about that. Ruthie, call my mom back. Ruthie's asleep. Where is it? Covers for here we go. Covers. Tuesday's Gone. I feel like maybe just a little bit. What's that instrument called? Ding ding. Banjo is to. Thanks, Ruthie. It's Ruthie, everybody, upstairs. Banjo is to Steve Martin. Kazoo is to me. Maybe that's my thing. It's like the cheatiest. Try an E flat. Why are you asking me to try an E flat? Oh, what's that? Dacone is Ryan. Oh, E minor. Oh no, I know the chords to that song. It's the same thing all the way through. Tuesday's Gone. No, I guess I don't know the chords to that song. I know the first part. I don't know how the words go. I've heard it a million times. You know, it's one of those. Okay, let's try something else. Well, I'm just going to go through my list here to see how it goes. Eventually we'll hit one that's kind of fun. I'm going to do one that went well last time. Oh, last time I haven't been not live streaming because I don't want to. I've had very few opportunities to do so. This is the first opportunity, and here I am. So I'm glad you're here very much. Wait, what key is it in? Whatever, we'll play instead. Oh, it's another kazoo one. Perfect. like a dog. I'm just drifting along. All the suitcoats say there's money to be made. They get so damn excited, but I guess it's their way. The road it may be lonely just because it's not paved. It's good for drifting away. The suitcoats say there's money to be made. They get so excited, nothing gets in that way. The road it may be lonely just because it's not paved. It's good for drifting away. Drifting, I feel like going back there, but never for long. Sometimes I wonder if they know that I'm gone. I'm just drifting along. Drifting along. Drifting along. It's funny how at the bottom of this it says Merry Christmas. Did Eddie say Merry Christmas? Was it a Christmas single? Help. I got a lot of catching up to do now. Well, thanks, Dakota. I appreciate that. I did not work on Disappearing One. I would like to, and I will. Whew. It's the light in my eyes, and there we go. When I come up with riffs, they seem to be all this beat in my head, and I can't get rid of it. It makes them sound similar. Have you had this problem before, and if so, had do this beat that is in my head. What do you mean when you come up with guitar riffs? Thanks, Kilgore. I would like to do more Screaming Trees. Brooklyn, hello. I know you. I appreciate that. Bye, Archer. Thanks for stopping by. So, Tyler, what are you talking about? Are you talking about when you come up with riffs and then the beat underneath it? Can you elaborate, please? I'm gonna play the next thing that strikes me while oh, there we go. Oh yeah, that's what I want to do right now. Let's see if I can futz the chords out while I'm doing it. Here we go. This might be another stop in the middle kind of thing. Bye, Sophie. Good night. Thanks for stopping by and saying hello. Her name is Yoshine. She's a black belt in karate. Working for the city. She has to discipline her body. She knows that it's demanding to defeat those evil machines. I know she can beat them. Oh, Yoshine, they don't believe me, but you won't let those robots defeat me, Yoshine. They don't believe me, but you won't let those robots eat me. Those evil-natured robots, ooh, they're programmed programmed to destroy us. She's gotta be strong to fight them. Cause she's taking lots of vitamins. Best rhyme ever. Cause she knows that destroy us with vitamins. It'd be tragic if those evil robots win. I know she can beat them. Oh, Yoshime, they don't believe me, but you won't let those robots eat me. Yoshime, they don't believe me, but you won't let those robots eat me. That's enough of that. Chris, have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. Archer said good night to him. What's falling down? What's falling down? Sorry, James. Okay, the riffs that Tyler comes up with. Oh, okay. You should. That's exactly what you should do. You should find a weird beat. Like, I've actually been having the same thought about myself. Like, my songs are too safe. They just follow such a nice, and you know, that's a natural thing. They didn't used to be that way, but then I taught kids for 12 years, and all the songs that kids want to learn. In fact, I was doing a song with Brooklyn earlier, and it was "Mother" by by whoever wrote "Mother," Pink Floyd. It was "Mother," and it was just so weird where the chords switched, and that's something I've been thinking about, getting away from just so much, like one chord gets 4 beats and there's 4 chords and blah, which was not usually my problem, but then I taught kids for 12 years, and that's just the kind of songs you do. You spend 6 and 7 hours a day doing songs just like that. So what you're getting at there, Tyler, just get a different beat in your head, because anything. And I say this all the time, when you write something, it doesn't come from nothing. So it could come for a drum beat, or usually for me, it comes when I'm listening to a song, especially if it's in another room, and I don't know what song it is, but I hear like a chord, and then in my mind's earballs, I hear which chord I would have liked to have heard next, and then I don't hear it. And then I'll go do those 2 things, and it sort of extrapolates from there a lot of the times for me. So maybe for you, it would be just go listen to a different beat, maybe listen to a 5/4 beat. Try to do a song in 5/4 just for the sake of it, even if the song sucks. What's up? Patrick saying Danzig. I don't know what that has to do with anything. Briggy Breeks, what's up? Bob Seger, still the same, or Hollywood Nights? Get into the Christmas season. What is the what is... what's the last thing you said? I would love to do some Bob Seger. That sounds like a very good time. Hello, Matias Rosales. Long time no hablar. No hablamos. Hace mucho tiempo que hablamos. How was that? Chris, you should have come on last night, Chris, because my mom was here. And had you come on to the Patreon stream last night, you were gonna get a special message from my mom. But she's gone now. She left today. Oh, to Danzig. Okay, Nissan. No, you said that. I just don't know what that is. I just don't know what that is. Okay, Yoshimi went well. That was a keeper. Damn time zones. That's exactly right. It's okay. Oh, okay. James, is Scare easy? It doesn't matter what song it is. That's exactly right. Yeah, so A minor and G. James, did we have, was it you and I? Have we talked in the email, right? James, you and I emailed. We did. Well, I haven't done any Bush stuff, so obviously there's several Bush songs that I need to do. Awesome. Yeah, so what I was trying to get across to you, James, is there's two things you can do when you come across a chord progression or two chords that you're having trouble. The first one is to realize that, let's just say our strumming pattern is down, down, up, down, right? To realize that you can spend that last strum switching, so then you have much more time than 0, which is how much time you have if you don't do that. So down, down, up, down, I'm switching, and then into the next chord. And if you're going fast, right, you don't even notice it. It could be part of it, right? That was a bad chord progression to use that example. It's usually on the up. Let's say we're down, down, up, down, up. Let's say we're that. Then our last up can be the switch. Because you can't switch in no time. It's impossible. It goes against the laws of physics, right? The second thing, if you're one of those people, we're gonna do the Pink Floyd lyrics for the rest. I want to see the rest of it. Everybody go. If you're the kind of person who likes to definitely know that you're making progress, which I am not that kind of person, but I understand that there are those kind of people, and that's, most of people like to know that they're making progress. Then what you do is, let's pretend you're brand new and A minor and G are totally foreign to you. Then you get your metronome out and you set it to whatever. It doesn't matter. 40 beats per minute. And you just strum one A minor and you give it 4 beats, but you have those 4 beats to switch to G. When you can do that 10 times in a row without, missing your 4th beat, I don't know if this is 40 beats per minute. This is probably too fast, but just for a number, it doesn't matter. No more straight. Then you move it up to 50 beats, a little faster, right? 4 beats each. Then you move it up to 60, whatever. When you get to like 80 or 90 beats, you could get to 140 just as easily. Once you get to 80 or 90 beats per minute, 4 beats, each chord, then you'll get to 140 without even trying. So you might as well just stop there. And then you do, strum twice at 4 beats per minute or 40 beats per minute. And you write it down, too. You go Tuesday, what day is it? Sunday, December 1st. Accomplished 40 beats per minute, 1 strum, A minor, G. And if you do that from, I'd say if you did that for 15 minutes a day, you'd become the master at A minor, G in 10 days. And then you never have to practice A minor, G again. It's not like you forget how to do it. You then just know how to do it. So then you set your 40 beats per minute and you do your strumming pattern, whatever it is, 4 down strums. You're welcome, Brooklyn. I take it you're the kind of person who likes to know that you're getting better. And then it's this, which is quite a bit harder than any speed, just strumming once, right? Because you now only have the time from the last down. You could do 2 strums. 2, 3, 4. Repeat faster, 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 and then, write it down. Wednesday, December 4th, accomplished 80 beats per minute, 2 strums, and those are my 2 pieces of information for you, James. Was that helpful at all? Okay, let's see. I got to get back. I'm talking. No, we got Mother. A couple of suggestions. Karma Police. Oh, I haven't done Karma Police. I think that song's brilliant. Will you? Okay, here we go. I'm gonna take the noose into my own hands here. The what? The reins into my own hands, and I'm gonna take it straight from your comment there to the list, because I just love that. I liked all of those. Who am I talking to? Rob, I believe. Mr. Hawkins. Yes, there we go. Doing it myself. Don't have to tell you to go to the ever-growing list. Oh, I know. Listen, I like that song too. Oh, yes, you just gave me an idea of a song to play right now, which is gonna be. I'll surprise you. as my hand now falls asleep. Back to you. Well, Alan, we the groups of kids, and we had just all these sets of inside jokes. But there was one group of kids, Killian, who still helps me to this day with the super secret backwards code, because we did that in our notebooks for our songs that we were doing as a group, and it got to where we didn't even remember ourselves what song it was. And it was a good time. So that's where that all came from. And Killian and that group, which I used to have, they were a band group of kids, older kids, as time went on, of course. And it was from 7:30 to 9:30 or 9 o'clock at night on Friday, which you might think sucks. And you know what? It kind of did, but it absolutely did not suck in the moment. It was really, really, really fun. Although I hated getting off at 9 on Friday. But we had lengthy discussions about how one might go into the future and the past, and we decided that the way to go into the past now was to do anything that logically requires action after it immediately at the time, and then not do that action, and then continue about your life. And then that's how you get back into the past. And I think the one we came up with was order a pizza, but don't eat it. And then whenever you want, you can get back, whenever you're hungry or whenever you decide to eat the pizza, that's it. You are transported back to the time when the pizza was made. Santa Monica by Everclear. I love that request. Ugh. Every time I'm I always really enjoy doing every song that I do, but every time, how are there just endless great songs to do? Maybe because I did that everyday experiment for a year, from August to August, 2 Augusts ago to last August, and I probably missed about 20 days in that year, so that's not a bad run. Yeah. And I have to stop myself from like going on a tear. Like I want to do a day. I do shorten up the post, so this was the end. And Rocket from the Smashing Pumpkins. You got it, Rob. I want to do a day, maybe when it's like snowing and there's absolutely no golf on the horizon. Oh my God! By the way. I stopped blowing, trumpets and things for the thousands, and I think that's a mistake, because you have to celebrate things, or else the world doesn't think you like them. So to 21,000, this was a gift from Cowboy USA, a name you might recognize. I don't know how to play it, but it's an indigenous people's flute. What a nice gift. Thank you all for being here. I never thought I'd get past 6, and that was officially the universe's celebration there. Shoot, what was I talking about? Oh, I want to do a day when there's no golf in sight, and it's snowing, and there's no... I want to just wake up and do an easy one, whatever. And then I want to do as many songs as I can that day, but the thing is, all of the songs are going to come from requests from the previous video, so I can't plan it out. I can pick, right? But I can't plan it out. I want to do that day. That would be really fun and exhausting. Santa Monica by Everclear. I put that one in there. Got it. I think I put that in there, Rob. Wait, make sure I got Rocket for you. Did not. Okay, let's try that again. Rob Hawkins. And then, maybe if I do 7, I'll just take the rest of the week off. That'll be fun. Oh, Cow's here! Cow, did you see it? Did you see what I just did? I blew the flute. He must have seen it. Okay, let's see. Where? Okay, go. Oh, I got a lot of catching. Play a Room 1,000 Years Wide. I don't know that one. Is it? I don't know what that is, because I live under a rock. But I do live under the rock in Philadelphia at this moment for 6 more months to the day, at which point I will be relocating to Western North Carolina. It's going to be a fun time. Where do you live, Arthur? I'm guessing you live in Brazil or Portugal. Am I right? Hello, Scott Taylor. How are you? Yeah, so Rev Mir, that's one thing, right? If you like structure, but I don't like structure personally. I just like to, well, in some things. I do like structure. But in guitar playing, especially because it's such an artsy thing, and in things where there's like infinity possibilities with guitar, because nobody can ever learn everything that there is to learn about guitar. Nobody could even learn even a percent of what there is to learn about guitar, but you can get good at whatever it is you want to get good at. And embrace that, because that's where your interests took you, right? So I think as long as you play something that you enjoy playing, you will automatically be directed to the next thing. That's the best thing for you to learn, whatever it is. And if you just learn whatever song you want to play, you will by accident learn how to play the guitar exactly like you want to learn how to play the guitar. I am a living example of this. That is all I ever did. 1 year I played nothing but Yellow Ledbetter for a whole year. That was my age 13. And a lot, too. Not just like for 5 minutes every other week. I played a lot, like for hours. Yellow Ledbetter. Different versions. Well, good luck to you, James. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, good. I would love to do that with you, James. I would love to do that with you. And good and our thoughts will be with you. Be strong, brother. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? You and Nissan get along, I'm sure. Here, Tyler. Karma Police, we got to do that. Not here though. I need to. It's got that wacky intro there. The Police. Jesus Christ, cow. Oh, okay, Scott Taylor. What is the trick? I'm sorry if you second a request during a live stream and it doesn't make it on the list. I'm sorry. It's a lot to keep track of here. If I don't say your name when I do it someday. Okay, what's the trick thing to remember about playing solos in minor and major? Yeah, so what you're talking about, identifying a key. So let's take Tuesday's Gone. A, right, E, more Kermies, F sharp minor, D. So those are the chords in the key of A. The key of A being A, B minor, C sharp minor, D, E, F sharp minor. Those are, except for the last chord, the chords in the key of A. So we are in the key of A, and the solo happens here, right? It's like, which you recognize as probably, I can't bend that well, that's why I look ridiculous. Which you should recognize as being the F sharp minor pentatonic, right? So you don't have to remember this rule so much. I have not covered all the Pearl Jam songs, Chris. It's the F sharp minor pentatonic. The relative minors are located 3 frets below the major in question. So our song's in the key of A. Here's an A on the 5th fret of the E string, right? Grandma always brings crappy deviled eggs is the first 3 dots on the E and the A string. So A's on the 5th fret, and then you go down 3 frets, 1, 2, 3. And that's where you play your minor pentatonic. Now that we've talked about major pentatonics, you just, in the videos, right, in the Let's Solo videos, you just play the A major pentatonic, or, just happens to be my girl, or the F sharp minor pentatonic. They're both the same pentatonic. They are the same 5 notes. F sharp A, B, C sharp, E. A, B, C sharp, E, F sharp. Different order, same different notes, same different notes. So all your relative minors are located 3 frets below the major in question, and all relative majors are located 3 frets above the minor in question. So F sharp minor's relative major is A. A's relative minor is F sharp minor. So that's what that means. Was that helpful, Mr. Scott? Was that helpful? Alan, sweet dreams. Thank you. Cowboy, you are goodbye in chart. You're the captain of goodbye this evening. I have not covered all the Pearl Jam songs. There's many I have to do yet, and when they come out with their new album, whenever it happens, we're just gonna do. That's all we're doing. I'll do as many as I possibly can until I get stuck, because there's not gonna be any like live videos to look at, and sometimes when they're in like a different tuning, which Pearl Jam likes to do. Although I think we've done enough now that I have a pretty good feel for the possible tunings. So who knows? We'll see. Hello, Flavia. Yes. I did head down, but I don't remember anything about how to play it. Edgar's here. I had eggs yesterday, Edgar. Oh, it's a Christmas song? Fairy Tale of New York. Because we need a Christmas idea, obviously. So Christmas song ideas for a couple of videos coming up here. Thank you, Brinky, for that explanation. Sorry I'm like 10 minutes behind the conversation. I also have a hard 75-minute limit this evening because I get to do the Christmas tree this evening. Which the goal of this live? What are we doing? Oh, what are we doing? Nothing. We're doing whatever. We are bemoaning the coming of Monday. That is the goal of this live stream. Whoa, I just saw, shoot. Oh, that's okay, Arthur. No worries. You're doing great. The Steelers won today. I'm a Pittsburgher, so I would love to do Ween. James, you really make Native American flutes? That's amazing. There it is. Yes, that was a gift from Cowboy USA there. Can I... Rev Mir. That's amazing. I love that. We're going to have to decipher how to play that flute. That's hilarious. Birthday Boy by Ween. We got to do more Ween. I love Ween. I'm putting that on the list, and you get a car, and you get a car. Come on. Come on. Oh, man. Santa Monica by Everclear. I gotta do that one. We gotta do the Mario theme song. Doesn't get any better than that. Lots of people are talking about A Room 1,000 Years Wide, but I don't know what that is. It sounds great. Okay. Why is the F chord so difficult? That's okay. Just play baby F. I love how I can get an idea of where you are in your journeys by the questions that you ask. I have a picture of Cow in my head. Not like how he looks, but just play cheaty F. There's no reason to play big F. Play here and the entire F. Then you've got baby F. 1, 1, 2, 3. Right. But even that's hard. But here's the thing. Here's the deal. You gotta. It's you put something in between your fingers and you turn into a dummy. So just do this as naturally as one might put one's thumb and forefinger conjuntos and together, and then you just keep doing the same thing, but you get the neck in the way, and now you're in the perfect position. That's what it is. Just what you would do, just with the neck in the way, and then you make your little deal there, tiny mini bar there, and the trick is. This joint has to bend backwards, so you must get this knuckle as far away from your body as you can, and that allows you to put your other two down perpendicular to the fretboard while this one is parallel to the fretboard, you see? It's like doing shadow puppets. Now, I can't do it unless you got something to press against. But it is indeed like doing shadow puppets there. But if you can't do that, that's okay. Just play F major 7. It's pretty much the same as F. It's got an open E string. And it's interchangeable with regular F more often than it's not. And even when it's not, it's just the... Oh my God, he answers me. He's talking to me. Yeah, Yellow Ledbetter's great. So there's that. F major 7 being open 1 2 3. That sounds like the beginning of Kelly Clarkson, right? Grew up in a small town when the rain would fall down. Rev Mir, that's exactly right. If you just learn everything you want to learn, you will accidentally learn how to play the guitar, and it will be a fun time. No need to sit down there and say, now you must learn the chords D, A, and E, because someday you will need to know them to play the songs you want to play. Just learn to play the darn songs. I remember I was talking to Marco recently. Marco, you might know, he posted a video of him playing the Yellow Ledbetter solo, and we were both wearing Batman masks. He used my mini-me in California at the time of my departure. But he was telling me his impressions of his first lesson with me, and it's been so many years since that. And he said, and then you said, or I just sat down and then you said, well, what song do you want to do? And he was completely astounded as a 10-year-old or whatever that was the approach. And this is not just my idea. I taught a lot of children. I taught more than 30,000 in-person, face-to-face guitar lessons over the course of about 12 years. And I had much success, not all success. If you have a strategy, it will automatically work for some amount of people and not for other people. Especially adults don't like my strategy, Rev Mir. I'm assuming you're an adult, which is why that makes me so much happier. The same amount of happy to hear that you say that, because you don't have to have like a list of everything you must learn and then you get your black belt, right? Like in karate, you do, because there's a purpose. It was developed for a reason. But let's say you want to learn how to do anything at all that's kind of for pleasure and art. Although you could do your own karate, then you just wouldn't be following someone else's karate. But that's the thing about my karate, is it's your karate. It's not my karate. It's not my guitar lesson. It's your guitar lesson. And that's why I put out, the goal is to have 1 million songs, because every song is special to somebody and will teach somebody how to do what they want to do, right? You don't need to say, lesson 3-B, this, and this. That's not it. So I'm giving you props there, Rev Mir. And Even Flow will teach you a lot, and I still need to revisit the chorus to Even Flow. And Even Flow is my most disliked video, and it was endorsed by Stone Gossard himself as being correct. So, to everyone who thumbs down it. That's funny. That's funny, Patrick. Always with something to say about Die Hard there. We should say, we should call it Kermit Police, though. I'm going to let Dylan's comment go through. YouTube has gotten so prude. So prude. Okay, catching up. Oh, okay. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate that. Okay, Dylan, Jesus Christ. I'm going to let that through. That's fine. Highway to the danger zone. Pat, Jesus Christ. It's going too fast. I need to catch up here. Oh no, I'm missing stuff. Sweet Carrot is an amazing song. Oh, thanks, Alan. Thanks, Alan. Oh my God. The hardest song I've done was Army Ants by STP. Mithun. And sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Was Army Ants by STP, and it was just one of those things where my brain, I was working on it so hard, and it was so difficult. It took me, 2 days, but not like 2 days of constant work. It took me like a lot of effort, 2 days. I couldn't tell you if it was an hour each day or 2.5 hours each day, but not less than an hour, not more than 2.5 hours. And it was just when I went to sleep that night, I could just feel my brain just hurting. And I think I got it. And then I woke up the next day and it suddenly was more clear. And then it's funny how even if you don't understand, and this is learning, people are so uncomfortable with sucking that they get in the way of their own learning. And I get comments like, I'm having trouble with this, or this. Okay, well, just keep having trouble with it until you don't have trouble with it anymore is the answer to that question. That's more of a statement, but was meant as a question, right? Yeah, so don't get in the way of your own learning by not being willing to suck. Be willing to suck so bad, and that's the only way. And when you do suck, and then you go to sleep and you wake up the next day, you'll find you suck a little bit less. And it's just mysterious. You weren't thinking about it at night. It just sort of arranges itself in your gray matter there as the evening progresses. So an STP song could take anything from 20 minutes to 2 days. Is the answer to that. But I don't think I've ever spent longer than 2 days on a song, and some of them only take 20 minutes. That's always really nice. Usually not longer than 45 minutes. But time moves so slow when I'm figuring out the songs. I get stressed because I feel like, am I going to have time to make my video today? And then only 30 minutes has passed. And it's really intense and fast-paced because I'm going back and forth. And, it's a good time. Thanks. Last Christmas by Wham. Funny. It's today. Uncle Lee made it. I'm glad to see that. Father Christmas Kinks and Billy Squire. Christmas is the time to say I love you. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, thank you. Nothing cool ever happens here, Pat Prime, you know that, except bell abuse. I've got 2 new victims, bells, that have arrived in the mail. So we can move away from the dangling. So we can retire that one. I'm glad to hear that's what you do, James. So this is Christmas, John Lennon. Worst Christmas song ever. No, not that you asked or care, but in my opinion, that horrible Paul McCartney song. I'll be having wonderful Christmas time. So bad. Who suggested this is... Oh, Scott Taylor did. Okay. Oh, so many Christmas options. Well, we're going to do this for probably 40 more years. So I hope there's 40, maybe 80 Christmas songs to do. If we do kind of 2-ish. 2-ish a year is good, I think. Could be. It just goes on and on. Having 21 Guns are... I've done Brain Stew. I've done a video on Brain Stew, I think. Have I? Have I? Have I not done Brain Stew? Man, that was always one of the... Have I not done... Kid Brutus. Somebody see if I've done Brain Stew. Ooh, Danger Zone. But that doesn't have anything to do with with Christmas. Thank you for the request, Kid Brutus. And I love playing 21 Guns. I love playing that song. I played that song with the first kid band I ever led. They were called the Sugar Rush Couch Potatoes. One of them is now a famous artist. His name is this, Ieuan, but his real name is Josh Williams. You can go look him up. And I think that's his middle name or something. And he does it's not my kind of music, but he's a talented young fellow. And the other one's name is Liam. And he taught me that 21 Guns existed. Liam. And then 2 twins who once pulled the old switcheroo on me. One played drums and one played guitar. And I couldn't figure out for the life of me. Or do you play bass? No, guitar, yeah. They couldn't play anymore. And I was like, what is wrong with you kids? What's going on? And then they started giggling, and it dawned on me. They'd done the old switcheroo. Picking up. Whew. I like Danger Zone. That's a fun... What's up, Dylan in Ireland? It is an honor to be making noise in Ireland. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you, Rob. These are things that you'd think I would know. I said that already. What the name of... it's me, Brian Lendt. That's my name, Arthur. That is certainly more easier. Oh, Tragically Hip. Oh, darn it. I should do that. I've been shoulding do that. There's a word. For years now. Ever since Kara and somebody else told me, what's my favorite guitar chord? That would depend on the day, but at the moment, it's, shoot. I can't even think of it right now. It's It's, shoot, man. It's that, right at this moment. It's a B7 with a G in the top there. And it walks right up. This is just what came to mind at this moment. I don't know what my favorite. It's a B7 with a G in there, so what would that be? F sharp, sharp 5, sharp 5. It's a B7 sharp 5. But the thing is, if you're in the key of E, this G, or sharp 5, leads right into the G sharp of the E, so... It's not a chord you play all the time, but it would just come right before the chorus or something, like you'd be like... You know, or something. D7's cool. I like D7. Pat Prime, wiser words have never been said. You only need to be good enough to play what you want to play. Am I No. Am I frozen? I'm watching myself. Jason Mansour made it. Did you golf today, Jason? Was that what that meant? That golf photo was not actually from today. That was from 2 Mondays ago. I don't know how one would do even flow as a single guitar kind of thing, because it's what is it? And then C and D. Like it's G, C, and D. What are you supposed to do? It's like not even flow at all. And then it's just D. Oh, it's A. That's better. Woo! That's part of even flow. How would you... Oh my God, it's happening. Freezing, rests his head on a pillow made of concrete. Again, oh, feeling, maybe he will see a little better Saturdays. Oh, hand out, thinks that it seems time I get ain't that familiar. gotta get better at that. You can. Well, that was fun. What's up? Okay, Sean, I haven't said Sean to you. I've done I Stay Away. Haven't I done I Stay Away? I feel like I've done I Stay Away. Helena sometime. Sometime soon. It's on my mind. Man, I sat there, I'll tell you what, Happy's Funhouse. I sat there, I didn't say that, Chris. Oh, but I didn't actually do an actual video on Brain Stew? Whoa, good memory there, Happy. Oh, I can't keep up with all this. I do need to do a real video on Brain Stew. That'll be fun. What am I talking about? Oh, I sat there with Helena for 2 hours, and it was like the STP I was describing. I couldn't sit with it anymore, so I did the campfire first. Oh, Hulu, awesome! I really enjoyed making that video. If you had a loop pedal, you could. Halfway There, Chris Cornell, acoustic. I haven't done Halfway There, the regular one yet, but I'm going to put that on the list for you. Keith, have you learned it yet? So Keith, just so everybody knows here, Keith Andrew here, messaged me on Instagram and said, "What's a good thing to learn if I want to be a good rhythm guitarist?" And I said, start with, and I think I asked him how long he would play or something, and then I picked Tremor Christ because it's literally this is happening now. It's this one shape, right? Starting on the A string, 12, 11, 12. It's like a backwards D, but it's a 7 chord. It's like from C7. Like, you got 3, 2, 3. When you play C7, you move it up to 12 and 11, and you lose that high note, but you could put it back in if you want, doesn't matter. Or maybe it's even in the song, I don't know. And that's it. It's just fun to do. It's easy. If I recall, Keith was a sort of beginner, maybe. I don't exactly remember, but it's just a satisfying thing to do, and if you like the song, then you can instantly play it. Even if you're brand new, like first time ever picked up the guitar, if you want to play the guitar, not if you're a kid and your parents are kind of sort of making you take guitar lessons. But if you're, if you're doing guitar because you want to, certainly you can do this, and then do this, because that's all there is. I'm gonna do the whole C shape now. I love Tremor Christ though. You are learning, okay, good. And you get to do this squeeze thing. That's good for your proprioception. One of my favorite words. Let's see how many words I know here. Oh, we're coming up on our 75-minute mark. All right, here we go. Winded is the sailor, drifting by the shore. Wounded is the organ he left on, bloodier on the shore. That's all the words I know. But yeah, just because it's satisfying, it's there's not much. You can wrap your mind around it. It's got a couple of great things, but it doesn't bog you down with, oh, F is hard to play and yada yada yada. That's why I said that. Hulu, yes, I got that. I'm glad you I'm glad you found my video on that. Okay, there's that. I can barely sing that high. That might not be the best thing for me to do. But I did do a video on that. Oh, thank you, White Rhino. I've switched to my phone, which has a better I've switched to the same exact setup that I do. I thought, in fact, I think you couldn't live stream from your phone when I started live streaming, or else I just wasn't aware. So I've got the same. It should look exactly the same as the videos. And the other thing is the camera is just there. So when I'm looking at the screen, which is the natural place to look, I know just a couple people make a big deal about this, and I was looking. And when it's the iPad, it's kind of there. So the difference, anyways, yeah. It's just all around better. Wait, what did Sean? Aw, love is blind. All right. How can I say no to that? Thanks for asking, Sean. We've got 2 songs in the pipes, just darn near close to being published. I hope by the end of the year I might miss, but it'll be. I knew a girl, thought she was fine. My friends all pointed out that love is blind. She stole my heart and took my mind. But as I came to, I discovered they were right. I don't know why, but I couldn't see through your eyes. When you came to me, and she's no ordinary girl. I knew a guy. One time his ex-girlfriend attempted suicide. She called him up, started to cry. Said, if you don't come back to me, I'll swallow these and die. I don't know why. He went to her that night. After we tried to say that she's no ordinary girl. I can't speak for anyone but me. But for me, I met a girl, I felt alive. Since I was 23 and she was 35, what seemed so wrong turned out so right. And if you go the other way, once you see what's inside, I don't know why. I'm mischaracterized, but I soon found out that she's no ordinary girl. Thanks for that request, Sean. I appreciate that. Love is Blind by Me. Go listen to it on Spotify or Apple Music or whatever. Snarky Puppy. I appreciate the shout for Snarky Puppy there, Marco. What song was that? The one I just did? Or the Even Flow or the Tremor Christ? Thank you, Cow. My Spotify's get the my little plan is working. The whole point, I'll just tell you, of my YouTube channel from the very beginning was to oh, hi Nick, how are you? Hi Nick. The whole point was to get acquire an audience, right? Which is you guys. Thank you for being here. Oh, let's do wish list. Oh, Nothingman. No, I can do Nothingman. We're gonna end with Nothingman tonight. That'll be perfect. So that I could have enough clout to invite Matt Nathanson to a sleepover. That is the whole point of what we're doing here. Not like in a weird, way. He's married, and I have a very significant other. But just a, for fun sleepover, like you go to your friend's house when you have a sleepover. We don't have sleepovers that much anymore, not unless it's like sort of I can't drive home tonight thing, but even now there's Uber. So there's that. This has been an amazing live stream, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for being here. This has been so much fun. I'm going to play Nothingman, and then we're going to play the Craziest Friends theme song. Anyway, so it's going great. The point is, let's say, more listens on Spotify than I could have ever imagined. So thank you, whoever it is. I'm one person here is one of those people. Is the point. Okay, so my cheaty way of playing Nothingman, which I think is great, but it's clear it's obviously not how it's done, is tune your B up to C. And tune your E up to F. And then you're in the key of F with your power chords, with your root A string power chords. The way that in the key of E, the ones that work are the B and the C sharp and the E with the open B and E strings. Well, it's just Ryan, Lendt, and the Levers, Wilson. But now we're in the, if you just search my name on Spotify, you will find me. And then there's Land by the Dirty Dirty Men. That's a beautiful effort by me and Zoe. Check that out. And then there is Sylvia's Echoes. That's my latest release. Shake by Sylvia's Echo. Because I have a turtle named Sylvia and a turtle named Echo. But that's me and my friend Grant. It's different. They're all different. I can't just release them all as Ryan, Lendt, and the Levers. And then we got Land by the Dirty Dirty Men. The Dirty Dirty Men, because Zoe had me at her family's Christmas parties year after year, and we'd always perform something. And the intro that just came out of my head one day for us to say in front of her family was, hey, I'm Ryan, and I'm Zoe, and we're the Dirty Dirty Men. He's dirty, she's dirty, and we're men. And then we clap hands. It makes no sense whatsoever. But so our band name is the Dirty Dirty Men. And that song is beautiful. It's my friend Claire on the violin. And Zoe has an amazing voice. And it was nice for me to just sit back and, we wrote the song together, and it was nice for me to just sing the harmonies. I enjoyed taking a backseat there to Zoe, which is generally the case in Dirty Dirty Men songs. More will come, I promise. But here's my cheaty Nothingman. When spoken But Nothingman is the first song I ever liked, the first song at all. Apart from like 5-piece jazz band brass. Thank you, Uncle Lee. Thank you, Crotal83. I appreciate that. I listened to classical music and brass quartet music only until I was 12 years old when Rob Broderick said, Pearl Jam is the album to buy, and I wanted to be cool like Rob Broderick, so I listened to it, and I thought, this is terrible, Vitology. And I listened to it enough times, because I wanted to be cool like Rob Broderick. And Nothingman was the first song that I caught myself humming along to, and I was like, you know what? This is pretty good. And then I joined one of those little like catalogs where you pay $1 and get 40 CDs or whatever, and then you're joined in for like, $15 a month and you get a CD every month, and then you try to cancel but you can't. But I ended up with a stack of CDs through these deals. And it was all the things you'd expect, right? Stone Temple Pilots and Soundgarden and all the Pearl Jam CDs I could get my hands on, which was 3 at the time. I appreciate that, Max, very much. Thank you for watching. And it's always funny to me when it always what am I trying to say there? It's not funny. It's nice to know. I don't see your name very often, and this might be the first time I've seen your name, but I see a lot of names. So apologies if it's not the first time, but certainly not very often. So it warms my heart to know that there are lovely people watching who never say hello. Not that they don't say hello, and that's why it warms my heart. But thank you for saying hello. Now I know you've been here for 2 years, and that's what warms my heart. Okay, got that out. And I was making mixtapes for myself. What's up, Anonymous? Making mixtapes for myself, and I try to mix up all, I like some STP songs, I like some Soundgarden songs, and I had others in there too. But eventually my mixtapes just became the Pearl Jam album, so then there was no point in making the mixtape, and that's when I became having a what is the word? A monogamous relationship with Pearl Jam. And I took a few guitar lessons because then I wanted to learn how to play stuff, right? And I only owned one album at this time, and my guitar teacher reminded me of Kurt Cobain. He had the hair, and I don't think he was left-handed, but other than that. I kept bringing in Vitology because it was the only one I had, and he said, you can't just be the Pearl Jam king. And then and he made me feel bad because I was 12, and that's an embarrassing thing, right? I felt a little embarrassed that I only had one CD, but also I really didn't want to have another CD. That was enough CDs for me, the Vitology. And I felt bad about that, and I didn't go back to guitar lessons after 6 or 8 guitar lessons because my guitar teacher said I can't be the Pearl Jam king. So at the moment, they're all my favorite because I only have keepers. At the studio, I used to have a lot of guitars that weren't keepers because I had beaters for the kids, but I gave those all away when I left. But I just got this. At an estate auction because my sister's my brother-in-law goes to estate auctions and he sends me pictures of guitars and says, do you want this, or if you want it, how much do you want this for? And so I got this for a song. This is a 1977 Univox Les Paul copy, and it's brilliant. It's 100% brilliant. I love everything about it, and I'm gonna plug it in just to sing the Craziest Friends theme song with you. But I love all the guitars I have equally, in fact, for different reasons. But this is 2 days old to me right now, right? So it's very exciting. And if you don't remember how to play the Craziest Friends theme song, I'll play Bullet Trains on the ukulele if anyone wants to hear Bullet Trains. But if not... That's just straight into the blues, Junior. These pickups are hot. But it is time for me to go. I must go decorate my Christmas tree. So here we go. If you don't, oh my God, this has been such a fun time. I hope it's not a month until the next time I can do this. I think I can in 2 weeks again. So that would be great. I hope that works out. We play a D. That's amazing, Wilson. Thanks for watching. We play a D, and how many people are here? There are 31 people here, and one of them's me. I want to hear, well, it's still 31. I want to hear the Craziest Friends theme song booming out across the entire world, scattered across 31 households. So we play D, we go undeniably, and then we play D, most decidedly, one more time, D, the craziest G, D, G, friend. So here's the practice run through. Wouldn't it be funny someday if like we had a live stream in person and everybody had like guitars because we were like learning and stuff, and then we could I'll actually do this. It'd be so fun. Okay, practice run through and then the real one, and then good night. Thank you all so much for coming. This has been amazing. Undeniably, most decidedly, the craziest friends. Except I'm gonna do my part on the kazoo. Ready? So you gotta sing. A one, a two, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Thanks for a great time, guys. A good time presented itself, and we did not say no. You all are the best. I will see you next time. I'll see you tomorrow for Chris Katowski's video. And thank you for being here, Uncle E. I'm glad you made it. Thanks for the awesome request. Sweet dreams. Be safe. Happy Monday if you're in Australia. Good night, Western people. Bye. Rock on, Kid Brutus. Thanks for the Green Day requests.